Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us today. We're at Interop 2011 in New York. On our program is Bob Romano. He is the VP of Enterprise Marketing at Radvision. Bob, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you, Rich.
Likewise, we're thrilled to have you. And why don't we start with a brief overview for those people who may not be as familiar with your company?
Sure. So Radvision has been around for 20 years. We've been doing video conferencing applications for a long, long time, mostly providing network infrastructure components. Recently, in the last 2 years, we've complemented that with a full line of clients with endpoints that range all the way from telepresence rooms to conference rooms application to desktop for PC and Mac, and most recently for mobile devices. And I have with me now one that is a Apple iPad application.
So what is that exactly? You want to? It's an application that has some interesting features, right? That you were showing me before.
What's nice about this application is it allows you to be able, from a mobile device, to be able to get into a conference with enterprise video conferencing systems. And so you can interact and join a conference and participate with systems from Cisco or Polycom or Radvision or Lifesize or whoever, and not only voice and video, but also with data and be able to see the full data presentation. It's very simple to get into, and I'll get into a conference here while we're talking, and I'll show you how it works.
Fantastic. So basically the concept here is to take the full video conferencing experience on the go with you, right?
Exactly right. So no matter where you are or what network you're connected to, you have the opportunity to be able to join a conference. And it's more than just being able to do it with voice and video, which is important, but also to be able to see the presentation that's being shown in the conference itself.
So it's almost like being in the telepresence room.
Absolutely.
Right?
And what I have here, if you'll see, I have 2 telepresence rooms that are actually connected into this conference.
So that's the first telepresence room, that's the second telepresence room, and then down here we've got a couple boxes, right?
Yep. We've got Robin, who's over there on her cell phone, and we've got another just regular conference room system that's in there.
Sure, and then there's another blank box here.
That could add another participant.
Oh, you can have another participant.
You can have up to as many as you want. What's nice about it is, as I mentioned, is it fully interoperates. This is really for enterprise video conferencing, for remote participants to be able to join a conference.
So what about the bandwidth? You said any network. Does it work on a 3G network fine?
Absolutely does. And we have a capability, we have a technology we call NetSense. NetSense actually determines exactly how the bandwidth is behaving, and even in variable bandwidth situations, it may be going up and down, it'll dynamically be able to adjust with that. And you'll be able to get, full, in this case on an iPad, you can have up to 720p HD resolution.
Really? So basically at the server level, you have some technology that transcodes up and down, and and you see a little bit of pixelation at the top that just disappeared, so it's kind of interesting to see, because we're obviously on a show network with other people.
We are on we've got a public Wi-Fi here with lots of other traffic, and so it'll dynamically adjust to that. But the beauty of it is to allow people to be able to do that and get in with all these other devices. Telepresence is a very important concept now. A lot of enterprises are using immersive rooms with 3 screens. The ability to be able to join a conference and be able to be in a conference with a telepresence system from a mobile device is very intriguing.
That's great. What else is going on?
Well, so we're excited about the market. Video conferencing is really coming of age now. The technology is getting so much better. The quality of the experience is so much better, and the need for it is really important. We're in a tough economic times. People are looking to save money on travel, and meeting over distance using video conferencing is becoming a very viable way of doing that.
That's great. Now, from a competitive standpoint, what are you seeing?
Well, so the market is still dominated by Polycom and Tandberg. They've got a big share of the market, but companies like Radvision that have now very compelling products across a broad range of categories. Again, from our client side, we have products now that range from mobile devices like I'm showing you here, all the way through telepresence rooms, but it's all backed up by our best-of-breed infrastructure, which we have been a market leader in for almost 20 years now. And because of that infrastructure is so interoperable with all the different environments out there, it allows all these environments to connect together. We have a bridge to Microsoft Lync as an example, so that Lync, the Lync client that has video built into it, can participate in an enterprise video conference with room systems and vice versa. We have one for same time. We have the ability to be able to bridge all these different environments together and allow people to come into a conference. And that's becoming more important as people are deploying video in different ways around their organization.
So in a lot of ways, the technology your company sells is really cost savings or it leads to cost savings or rapid ROI because of just the fact that it reduces travel, boosts productivity. The question I have is, I know that recently your company put out a statement where you lowered your earnings slightly, your guidance, due to just obviously the macroeconomic environment globally is tough. Do you have any sense that that'll change next year in 2012?
Yeah, we feel so. There are two things going on there. One, the macro environment has some impact on it, but more for us, it's the transition from our go-to-market model, which had been as primarily an OEM company. We supplied companies with network infrastructure, video network infrastructure. Probably the most well-known of those was Cisco. We had an 11-year relationship with Cisco where we provided them with all their video infrastructure. And they recently purchased Hamburg,
right,
not to replace our technology, but they did have video infrastructure that has replaced our technology over time. We're making the transition from a company that was selling through partnerships like that to one that is selling its own branded offering. And 2 years ago, that's why we decided to expand our portfolio from just being the network components to having the client side of it also. And we're excited about it. The market is reacting very, very well to our solutions. It's going to take us some time, though, to break into that marketplace and get people to really understand that Radvision is a complete portfolio end-to-end solution now.
Well, and also an amazing technology company. I've been working with Radvision back in the 90s, back when voice over IP was starting to be big, and you guys were big players in video, even back when we were writing our first articles in Internet Telephony magazine.
Absolutely.
In the 90s, you guys were contributors. You helped us with just understanding exactly the state-of-the-art technology in video over IP.
Yeah. The company was founded in '92, and there were no video over IP standards then. All video conferencing was done over ISDN, circuit-switched ISDN, and Radvision was actually very instrumental in helping define and get ratified the video over IP standards, which became H323, and actually provided then all the protocol stacks and toolkits to the industry for companies that were migrating from ISDN or building conferencing applications. So we're at the core of most of the industry's products, and we also power some of the biggest networks ever deployed of video conferencing. So we have a rich and long heritage of technology, and we're applying that now to our complete end-to-end portfolio. And as I mentioned, we're very excited about it. The market is receiving it well. It's a little hard to get our voice heard above the din with the size of our competitors.
Sure.
But we're progressing very well with that.
And viewers should just go to radvision.com to learn more?
Absolutely. Our website will give them all the information they need.
Thanks for being here today.
Rich, thank you very much.